All right, guys, I just turned this camera on. I was just thinking a lot, man. Just turn the camera on. I'm just going to start talking. I want to talk about moderation and balance. For example, a lot of people say the way I eat, the way I live my life, I go so hard at things. I don't have cheat meals. I don't skip a workout. I don't have balance. What the fuck is balance? Do you think you're ever going to become the best version of yourself? You're going to become that man, that top dog, that superhero looking dad for your kid, having fucking balance? Do you want your kid to have balance? Do you want him to smoke weed on the weekends and then play a sport on the weekdays? What is that going to lead to? What did that lead you to when you were playing sports and then fucking off when your parents weren't watching? You have to ask yourself these questions. What do you want to do with your life? Is that going to take balance, or is that going to take 100% effort? Because all I know is I've seen people give 100% effort in life and it has never failed to get them to where they want to be. It is impossible for the universe to not reward you with what you want in life if you're giving 100% effort. And obviously, every single day, you can't put your heart out on the line and just absolute dog, but you have to have a structure and you have to do it 100% of the time. Otherwise, your life is just going to be a complete mess. Like nothing's going to be actually meaningful, actually purposeful. When somebody offers me a bite of food, when I was working my shit 9 to 5, when I was working my job I didn't like, I was making good money. Obviously, you guys heard the story. I was making good money and everything, but I didn't like it. And I would have these people see me eat my ground beef, eggs, and rice every single day. I had 6 eggs, 1 pound of ground beef, and 2 cups of white rice. I was on a lean bulk and I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing, right? But these people would come by and offer me high chews, offer me fucking Cheetos, chips, grown ass men. They're in their 40s and they just wanted to see me eat it so bad. That's life. Everybody is going to pull you back. Everybody's going to still invite you to parties, knowing you're trying hard to make a change. Everybody's still going to invite you to go out and drink on the weekends. They're going to tell you to skip the gym. It doesn't matter. It's just one time. When are you going to show up for yourself? Because you obviously fall into the temptation of those things every single time. And that's why you look down, you don't have a six pack. You don't feel good about yourself. You don't really have the top self-confidence that you would have if you would have just denied the negativity, denied the bullshit that's going to hold you back. What the fuck is moderation? You are searching for happiness every day. If you're going to parties, if you're like not trying, if you're just going through the motions every day, what are you competing in life? If you're not competing, you're never going to become anybody that you're truly proud of. You notice when you were a kid, when you were playing sports, when everything seemed good, you had motivation, you had that strive waking up, you were able to work out, you're able to play the sport, whatever, with no trouble of finding that inner strive in the morning or whatever. You had to show up because you had the team there. You had like things around you. Make that around yourself. If you don't have a team around you right now, if you don't know people that are trying to improve their lives, that's perfectly fine. Because guess who didn't either? Me. When I was sitting there at my lowest point, I didn't have anybody to fucking pick me up and say, you need to do this, you need to do that. But that's what I do for a living now because I know what it felt like to not have somebody there for me when I was trying to cut out all the noise, cut out all the bullshit in my life. And I still showed up every single day. You want to know why? Because I built a competition in my own head. I made a version of myself. I literally wrote it down on paper. I made a version of myself that is 100% perfect. He shows up. He does every single thing that I desire in life because this is a version of me, not somebody else. I didn't think of freaking Andrew Tate. I didn't think of somebody like I was thinking about me. Who am I? What do I want to be when I grow up? Do I want to be a fucking bum? Do I want to be Mr. Average, moderation, and go party? Like those people, they're going to be working the same job in 5 years. Do you want to be that person? Look at the guy offering you a vape at work. He's going to fucking be working that job with you when you hit that vape with him at work. Whether that's hitting a vape, that's just an example. Apply that to your life. Think about what I'm saying, and if it doesn't match with you, it will in some way. If you open up your mind, you start to reframe your mind right now. Right now is the time that you need to make a change. This is your sign. If you show up to work every day and that fucker offers you that vape, say no. Say no because you don't identify as that person. Don't say I'm trying to stop vaping. No, that's not how it works. You're not somebody who's trying to stop vaping. You're somebody that is against vaping. You don't fucking vape. You don't drink. When somebody offers you a drink, you want to go to the bar, you want to go out with the boys. Do you really want to stay that same guy every night? Do you look around the club? Do you see people with fucking like the shit you want? Probably not. And if they do, they're probably not happy in life because they don't try hard towards anything that's meaningful. What is actually meaningful to you? Are you the guy that wants to have the superior family when you're older? You want all the other people around you to look at you as the top priority, the top example, that somebody where they refer to you as when they're speaking about something good. For example, like my guy freaking Jack, my guy freaking whoever whatever your name is, he's doing this, and you should probably look at him and see what he's doing. Do you want to be the top example? Do you want to be a top dog? Do you want to be somebody that's worthy of respect? Or do you want to be looked upon your whole life? Do you want to be disrespected? Because I was disrespected my whole life when I was fucking small. When everybody picked on me, yeah, I was young, but you can get picked on an older age. I hopped on a call literally 2 days ago. Somebody wanted to sign up and they got picked on too. And that's a grown ass man. That could be your reality right now. And you might not realize it, but if people disrespect you on a daily, they don't respect your word. When you ask them to do something, they don't respect you. That's because you don't deserve it. If you truly deserve it, no matter if you think, but I'm always nice to people, I do things for other people, you don't fucking demand respect. You shouldn't even have to say a word and people should respect you. That's how I feel when I walk into a room because, discipline speaks through me. You can see I'm disciplined right now. Everybody knows I eat healthy. So the people that do know me, they respect me a million times more. Do you want to be that guy? Do you want to be respected? Do you want to be somebody that's an authority? Do you want to be a leader? Who do you want to be in life? And does it take moderation to get there? Does it take balance? When the fuck are you going to realize that balance and moderation does nothing for you? For example, people say, I'm going through the airport. Like, for example, because I traveled to Bali, Indonesia. That's where I'm at right now. I'm living here on my own at a young age because I showed up and tried. Anyways, when people think about, okay, I have to travel, well, it's either I fast or I get some food in the airport. Most of you guys get some bullshit food in the airport. You eat it on the airplane. You eat the airplane bullshit food, right? Guess what I did? I meal prep my food. That's so unrealistic, right? Dude, you need some balance in your life. It was so unrealistic to sit there, put my ground beef on the pan, then cook my eggs, cook rice while that's cooking. Takes 15 minutes. Oh my God. Yeah, that's unrealistic. Just the same way I would do it any other fucking day. I just made a little bit more of what I was making. I put it in my backpack. I hopped on the plane. I ate my high protein meal. And that's why I still look and feel 100% every single day. I don't want to look and feel 100% like 6 days out of the week. If I eat shit one day, I'm not going to feel good the next day after that. And maybe even the next day after that. That's just an example though. That's an example. Take your example that you're thinking of right now and really ask yourself what you could have done better. Why do you not reflect on your life? Why do you sit around and just treat everything like it doesn't fucking matter? Why? What is that going to do for you? At some point, you're going to have to wake the fuck up and realize that shit isn't the way you want it. Whether that's like you're probably comfortable with your life. You probably, you got some good shit going on. But the other things that you truly want up here, you just put a freaking blind spot. You're covering your eyes from the damn sun. The sun's up here. This is your dream life. This is your goals up here. And you're walking around like this every day. You know it's there because you have your hand right here. You're blocking your potential. When you say yes to people offering you bullshit food, to people offering you to go out and do shit that doesn't align with your goals, that's you going like this. Because up here is saying, hey man, dude, if you say no, if you just worked on that business you thought about starting, if you just started working out, if you just started eating healthy, you're going to look good. You're going to feel 100%. And you're just like, oh man, fuck, like, all I can see is this, let me just, nope, I can't, I don't want to look, bro. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, bro? You want to stay shade and you want to stay under the shade your whole life? Or do you want the sun to shine upon you and everyone look at you glowing? You want to be glowing? You want to be the top dog? You want to be that person that you dream of? Because it's easily accomplishable if you just built a structure around your life. If you built some damn discipline to say no to things. Yeah, it's hard. everything's fucking hard. Life as a man is meant to be hard. You guys hear all the time, it's true. Your life is meant to be hard. Stop living in comfort. It's going to be even harder laying on that damn deathbed, or after you don't know what happens after life. Maybe you have to reflect your whole life. That's going to be really hard, isn't it? Realizing how much potential you really had. All that potential that you would think about when you were younger, when you were motivated, bring that shit to life. That's you. That you is still in you. It's just hiding in the back. Move all the noise from the front of your head. Realize that the potential that you have is real. If you want to start a damn corporation, oh my God, like, you know how many steps I have to do? I have to start a small business and then work my way. That's life. You're going to have to do anything throughout your life, and eventually you're going to die. So does it really matter? Try your fucking hardest. Earn your own self-respect, because that's when your life is going to feel at its highest. You know, no matter what, you're always going to feel uncomfortable, whether that's doing uncomfortable things to make you better every day, or, you know, living in that uncomfortable situation of comfort. You know, because comfort is uncomfortable because deep down, you know you have true potential. I'm going to quit talking your ear off because I know you understand what you need to do right now. So get the fuck up and do it. Stop living life like you're just some fucking regular guy. You want to be average? Because I know you're not average. I know you have potential behind that screen. Get off the damn phone after you finish watching this, or watch another one of my damn videos if you need to wake up. But just get after your dreams and goals. That's what made my life 10x itself, 20x itself, 100x itself. That's what's going to get you the true happiness that you need. You know, because realistically, fuck happiness. Everything that revolves around happiness just involves some bullshit. For you to be happy, you like to go whatever you do, you know, just do some bullshit. Eat some fast food with your boys. You know, go out and eat a bullshit dinner. Almost every single restaurant, even if you're eating a steak, it's probably cooked in fucking seed oils. Because you don't ask. Me, I would ask. I would say, what's this cooked in? Oh, it's cooked in, like, canola oil? Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to head out. Hope you guys have a good one. You know, it's that simple. Or I'll sit around with my boys. Actually, fuck no. I wouldn't be at a restaurant sitting around with my boys, honestly. I'm going to be so honest with you. I'd probably, only time you catch me sitting around with my boys is after cooking a fucking steak. We sit around, we eat the steak, and we get back to work. That's how life should be, man. Come on. It's time to wake up. Come on, let's go. Hope you guys are having a good day. Get after your goals. If it's nighttime, set some damn structure in your life right now. Write it down on paper. Don't put in your notes. Don't save this video. Write it the fuck down and get after what you're meant to do in life. You have a purpose. Wake up. Come on, man.